Welcome back everyone to Life's Literature, where we learn together and we look at books and read and think about reading and talk about reading and tell others to read. So for today's episode, what I'm quite excited to do, and it's a little bit of like a extension to what might come next after this, is a book that I'm going to introduce, a book that I haven't read at all, that I'm intending to read. So I'm going to talk you through sort of what I anticipate, what I think might be happening, why I want to read it, maybe why I haven't. Okay, long story. It is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Surprising actually that I haven't read it. I do apologize. I don't know why I'm apologizing, but I'm not sure why I haven't read it. I think that I've always sort of known about the book, understood its like relevance, and you know when you've heard about something so much that you feel that you have read it, or you have watched it, or you have seen it, or you have met the person, but you actually haven't. I think that's what's happened with this book. It's such a cornerstone novel that we've consumed in various ways because of its popularity and importance. But now I'm actually doing the work of reading the book. So I'm going to take you through what I normally do, take you through the blurb, read a little bit of maybe a bit of the starting page, but I don't have much to read to you from it. But I'll just talk you through what I hope to get from the novel. Okay. All right. Shoot all the blue jays you want, if you can hit them. But remember, it's a sin to kill a mockingbird. A lawyer's advice to his children as he defends the real mockingbird of Harper Lee's classic novel, a black man charged with the rape of a white girl. Through the young eyes of Scout and Jem Finch, Harper Lee explores with exuberant humor the irrationality of adult attitudes to race and class in the deep south of the 1930s. The conscience of a town steeped in prejudice, violence, and hypocrisy is pricked by the stamina of one man's struggle for justice, but the weight of history will only tolerate so much. So, weighty, as per usual. So I was researching Harper Lee a little bit, and I realized in my search, she's only written To Kill a Mockingbird in, I think, when did it come out? 1960, I think? And then Go Set a Watchman in 2015. So maybe the one lesson here is you don't have to feel pressured to produce indefinitely. You can write one phenomenal book that will have everyone in a chokehold and then disappear, and then write another one 75,900 years later, and that also counts. So thank you, Harper Lee. We do appreciate the work that you've put in for this novel and Go Set a Watchman. I do want to draw your attention just quickly. She was born in 1926 in Monroeville, Alabama. So, okay. I think what I will learn here is a lot of American history. Okay, let us just paint ourselves a picture. We went through South African history. We went to Afghanistan a bit and India very briefly. And now we are going to America. Do we want to? I don't know, but okay, it's fine. We're here now. Yeah, I think it's important for me to read this, to learn a little bit about what's happening over there and what happened, I suppose, and maybe what's still happening. Anyway, just quickly, I say just quickly and then I'm never quick, but anyway, the foreword. No one really likes foreword. Well, let me not say no one. I don't really like forewords, but I like what she's written here. She said, "Please spare Mockingbird an introduction. As a reader, I loathe introductions." So Harper Lee is my favorite person, actually. "As a reader, I loathe introductions. To novels, I associate introductions with long-gone authors and works that are being brought back into print after decades of interment." So Harper Lee is a pretty cool lady, I think. Just by virtue of that alone, remarkable. I mean, nuts. Anyway, although Mockingbird will be 33 this year, it has never been out of print, and I'm still alive, although very quiet. Introductions inhibit pleasure. They kill the joy of anticipation. They frustrate curiosity. The only good thing about introductions is that in some cases, they delay the dose to come. Mockingbird still says what it has to say. It has managed to survive the years without preamble. Wow! I'm so excited. Oh, sorry. That was Mockingbird will be 33 this year. She wrote this little small sticky in 1993. Okay? So we're still not here. We're not here when this book was first published, and we're still not here when this auntie does her small preamble. So literature keeps us alive in ways that we haven't even been, and will keep everyone else alive in ways that we can't even describe just yet. Okay? So read, please. Thanks. Anyway, that's so wonderful. Because I've never known how to describe why I don't like reading forewords and introductions, and why I just skip past it and go to the beginning of the book. But now I found myself seen by a lady that will never know me, but it's fine. Because she says, and I will read it again by virtue of emphasis. Introductions inhibit pleasure. They kill the joy of anticipation. They frustrate curiosity. Okay, sorry to authors who do have introductions and forewords. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I will still skip over them, but it's fine if you have it there. The only good thing about introductions is that in some cases they delay the dose to come. Mockingbird still says what it has to say. It has managed to survive the years without preamble. I think another lesson, I'm not going to read more. I don't want to touch more of the book because I want to just enjoy it for what it is when I actually do read it. What I do find delightful about what she's described in the beginning, she also understands what she has done with this novel, and I think that's important. I think many people downplay the effort that they've put into something, or they try and oh no, it's fine, it is what it is. But I think she was quite intentional about writing this book, being the author of this book, portraying the pictures, the story in the way that she has. And that's quite important. You have to believe in the work that you put out into the world, because you don't want to waste people's time and money if they're going to buy your book and read your book. So if you've written a book and you don't believe in it, how do you expect the rest of us to? Okay, anyway, I'm very excited to read it. And what I will do in an upcoming episode is, with the same level of excitement and exuberance and vitality, tell you what I think about the book, and probably have some quotes, probably a lot of quotes, a lot of highlights and stuff to share with you, because I'm quite excited. It has stood the test of time for a reason. It's a cornerstone in people's minds for a reason. We speak about it without hesitation for many reasons, which I'm very excited to see and tell you about in episodes to come. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I think for this episode in the comments, I would like for you to maybe share a little bit about a book that you have always heard about. Maybe someone has recommended to you numerous times, but you haven't really read it yet. And let me know if you do intend to read it, or if you're just going to let it be, the space that it holds. Thanks. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm really excited to read it. You have no idea. You have no idea. The fact that she starts with that little introduction, even though she hates introductions, it endears me so much to this woman that wrote this one book and then one much later and left the world with that kind of brilliance. It puts a lot of pressure on the rest of us to do something as meaningful. Or not, I suppose. I don't think it's putting pressure on anybody. You don't need to feel pressured by a lady that